Hello everyone. Last week we started chapter Food and Health and we studied about nutrients in the food, balanced diet and junk food. This week we'll continue this chapter and today we'll start with lifestyle diseases. So, what are lifestyle diseases? These are the diseases that are caused due to unhealthy food habits and lifestyle. Means eating a lot of junk food, not having balanced diet, no physical activity. If we are not doing exercises, we are not playing outdoor games, all these things will cause diseases and we call such disease lifestyle diseases. These diseases are called lifestyle diseases. Now, which diseases come in this category? Obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, anemia, and heart diseases are also the example of lifestyle diseases. First of all, we'll start with high blood pressure. So, the causes of high blood pressure are no exercise, anxiety, and eating food having too much salt and fat. If we are not doing any exercise and we are eating food that contains lot of salt and fat and we are taking so much stress, anxiety, what will happen, how this thing will happen, that thing will happen, all this will be a cause of high blood pressure. We also call it hypertension. And what are the symptoms? How we'll come to know that the person is suffering with high blood pressure? Means that person who is suffering with high blood pressure will have heaviness in the head, will feel heavy in the head, and dizziness, then breathlessness and excessive sweating. That person will sweat a lot. Now, the next disease is obesity. Causes of obesity: eating junk food. When we are eating lot of junk food and we are not doing any exercise, then the person can become obese. And the symptoms of obesity: how we'll come to know that the person is suffering with obesity? Body weight will increase, weight of the body will increase, then tiredness, person will feel very tired, lack of energy in the body. These are the symptoms of obesity. Now, the next disease, diabetes. Causes of diabetes: first cause is obesity. If the person is suffering with obesity, that person has very high chances of getting diabetes. Then lack of exercise. Obviously, if a person is suffering with obesity and person is not doing any exercise, it will give rise to other disease also. So it can be a cause of diabetes. Then next cause is stress. Obesity, lack of exercise, and with that person is taking lot of stress, it will be a cause of diabetes. Now, symptoms of diabetes: excessive thirst. The person suffering with diabetes will feel very thirsty and hungry. So, excessive thirst and hunger is the symptom of diabetes. If person will drink lot of water because of feeling thirsty every time, that person will go to washroom again and again. So, excess passing of urine is the second symptom of diabetes. And the amount of sugar will increase in the blood. So, increased amount of sugar in blood, these are the symptoms of diabetes. Now, next disease, anemia. Anemia, the causes: when we are eating food but we are not eating the food that is rich in iron, then we can have anemia. And the symptoms of anemia: tiredness, we'll feel very tired, lack of energy, we'll feel as if we don't have energy to do that much work, loss of appetite, we will not feel that much hungry, it will decrease our appetite, and pale skin will become pale, yellowish in color. Then how can we prevent these lifestyle diseases? So first thing that we should do, eat a healthy and balanced diet. Yes, we should not eat lot of junk food. We should eat healthy food. We should eat balanced diet, a diet that is containing all the nutrients in correct amount. Then second point, drink 6 to 8 glasses of water daily so that toxins of our body can come out of our body through that water in the form of urine and sweat. Okay, so we should drink 6 to 8 glasses of water daily. We should exercise regularly. We should practice yoga. We can play outdoor games like football, cricket, badminton, lawn tennis. So these are also kind of exercises only. Then we should include walking, running, swimming, or cycling in our daily routine. And instead of using elevators, we should use stairs. It is also a form of exercise. We are doing some work. Do not sit for a long period of time at one place. We should take regular breaks and move around. Instead of sitting continuously at one place, we should take break in between and move around. Then do not spend too much time in sitting. If you are sitting and watching television, you are continuously sitting at one place. So I told you, do not sit for a long period at one place. So we should not spend too much time in sitting and watching television or playing computers or playing games in our smartphones. In this way, you will be sitting at one place only for long time. So we should avoid doing these things for too much time. Then after lifestyle diseases, we have one more category of diseases, that is deficiency diseases. What are deficiency diseases? These are the diseases that are caused due to the deficiency. Deficiency means lack, shortage, deficiency of a particular nutrient in our diet. When we don't take a particular nutrient in our diet and that nutrient will become short in our body, then we can have a deficiency disease. And examples of these diseases are marasmus, kwashiorkor, goiter, scurvy, rickets. Many diseases are there. In fact, anemia, because when we don't eat food rich in iron, we can have anemia. So it is also a deficiency disease. We'll start with marasmus. So marasmus is caused by the deficiency of proteins, carbohydrates and fats. And the symptoms of marasmus, you can see this picture also. In this picture, the child is very thin, so thin that you can even see the ribs of the child. Ribs of the child are visible through the skin, and see the eyes are sunken. So these are the symptoms of marasmus. The child becomes very thin. The ribs of the child are also visible through the skin and sunken eyes. How can we prevent marasmus? So I told you that marasmus is caused by the deficiency of proteins, carbohydrates and fats. That means we should take all these things through our food. We should take proteins, carbohydrates, fats if we want to prevent this marasmus. So we should include cereals, potatoes, because they are very good source of carbohydrates. Then we should include honey, ghee and milk also in our diet, because they provide us fats, proteins also. Now, after marasmus, we will study about kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor is caused by the deficiency of proteins. Now, what are the symptoms of kwashiorkor? Symptoms are abdomen gets swollen and bulges out. Just look at this picture. See the abdomen, see the stomach, tummy of this boy. It is swollen and bulging out. But the legs become thin. Stomach bulges out, but the legs become thin, and bulging eyes also. In marasmus, sunken eyes, but in kwashiorkor, bulging eyes. Then how can we prevent it? We should include eggs, fish, meat, pulses and milk in the diet, because these are the good source of proteins. All these things are the very good source of protein, so we should include these things in our diet. Now next is goiter, and it is caused by the deficiency of iodine. So symptoms of goiter: swelling of the thyroid gland. Can you see in this picture the neck region where the thyroid gland is present, that is swollen up, and retarded growth. If a person is suffering with goiter, then the growth of that person will not be normal. So, and to prevent it, to avoid it, we should eat seafood and iodized salt, because they are good source of iodine. So, to prevent goiter, we should eat seafood and iodized salt. And what happen in goiter? Thyroid gland swells up. Okay. Then anemia, I have already taught you this in lifestyle diseases also, that it is caused by the deficiency of iron. When we do not eat the food that is rich in iron, we can have anemia, because if we will not eat food that is rich in iron, there will be deficiency of iron in our body, and deficiency of iron in our body means anemia. Symptoms: extreme fatigue means tiredness, weakness, pale skin. Can you see the difference in the picture? I have shown you both types of normal hand and pale colored, anemic hand also. See the color, yellowish color, you can see the difference clearly. Loss of weight: when there will be loss of appetite, the weight will also decrease. So, symptoms of anemia: loss of weight. Now, prevention. How can we prevent anemia? We should include dates, green leafy vegetables, fruits, and jaggery in the diet, because they are the very good source of iron. So, we should include these things in our diet. Now, one more deficiency disease: night blindness. It is caused by the deficiency of vitamin A, and the symptoms are: person cannot see in dim light. As you can study night blindness, that means when we read this, night blindness means person is blind at night, but exactly dim light, person will not be able to see in the dim light is dim, person will not be able to see anything. Then prevention. How can we prevent night blindness? For this, we should include carrot, milk, papaya, eggs, and green leafy vegetables in the diet. We should include all those things which are the very good source of vitamin A in our diet. Now, berry. Burr sound is there, berry. So it is caused by the deficiency of vitamin B. Berry. Okay. Symptoms: skin becomes, see in this picture, skin becomes so dry and scaly. You can easily see the lines. Extreme weakness, person will feel very weak, and it also affects our nervous system, our muscles. How can we prevent beriberi? Include milk, eggs, meat, cereals, and green leafy vegetables in the diet. So, to prevent beriberi, we should include milk, eggs, meat, cereals, and green leafy vegetables in the diet. Now, next deficiency disease is scurvy. Scurvy is caused by the deficiency of vitamin C. Sir sound, C, sir. Scurvy, sir, again sir sound. So, vitamin C deficiency, scurvy. What are the symptoms of scurvy? Swelling and bleeding of gums. See in this picture, the gums, they are so red because they are bleeding and they are swollen up also. Loosening of teeth also become loose because gums are bleeding, so teeth will become loose. How can we prevent scurvy? If we want to prevent scurvy, we should eat amla, tomatoes, And citrus fruits like lemon, orange. Citrus means sour in taste. So we should include citrus fruits like lemon and orange in the diet. Now, next deficiency disease, rickets. Rickets is caused by the deficiency of vitamin D. Symptoms of rickets, bow legs. You can see curved legs in this picture, and bending of the spine also bent, and pain in bones. It affects our bones a lot, and we have a lot of ache in our bones. Now, how can we prevent rickets? We should include milk, fish and eggs in the diet. We can also get vitamin D from sunlight. Sunlight is a good source of vitamin D. Now, children, after these deficiency disease, the thing that give rise to diseases is food adulterations. Now, what is food adulteration? Addition of low quality, cheap, unwanted because we don't want it, but still it is added, or harmful substances in the food items is called adulteration. When such harmful substances, low quality substances are added to the food, food becomes harmful. It acts like a slow poison. It gives rise to so many diseases. The harmful substances that are added to food items are called adulterants. Can you see in this picture how they are making that tomato red using that chemical, that color? Okay, and then that tomato is looking beautifully red color tomato. We'll have it. It is looking so fresh because of that chemical. But it is not good for us. It is not good for our health. So these substances, these harmful substances that are added to the food items are called adulterants. And when we get food in this way, by adding harmful substances, adding cheap, unwanted, harmful, low quality substances, such food is called adulterated food. Now, why people adulterate the food? Why people add harmful substances in our food? You have seen in rice also, sometimes small white colored stones are added. Okay, we are not giving money for those small white stones. We are giving money for rice, but still they are added. Why are shopkeepers doing all these things? So, food sellers add adulterants in the food to increase quantity of food so that the quantity will increase. And these adulterants, as you saw in that tomato was there in the picture, that how that tomato is looking so fresh using that chemical. So food sellers use adulterants to make them look fresh and attractive. When the thing will look fresh, attractive, customer will also get attracted towards it. Customer will purchase it. So, and like this, food sellers will earn profit. They will have more money. So for this, they add these harmful things in the food. Now these food adulterants, first I'll tell you about some adulterants. Like in milk, what is added? In milk, water, detergent, fat, urea is added. Then in honey, water and sugar. These are the adulterants for honey. In khoya, starch is added. In chili powder, red chili powder, what is added? Brick powder. Brick powder is added sometimes as an adulterant. So these food adulterants, when we eat them, means we don't know that we are eating this thing. But when we eat them, it causes many disease. Like cancer, these days so many cancer patients are increasing. Why? Because so many years have passed, we are consuming these chemicals, these harmful substances. That's why all these diseases are increasing. Cancer, liver problems and stomach disorders. So we should not eat adulterated food. We should avoid eating adulterated food. And food adulteration is a punishable act by law in India. Means if manufacturers, sellers, if they will be caught doing these things, food adulteration, they may be fined or sent to life imprisonment. So children, this much for today. Thank you.